Good morning. Okay, I'm going to give us another minute before we begin. So today's a gentle flow. We'll start at the back of the mat, just getting comfortable in your breath. So if you take yourself all the way to the back, and we'll take a couple of minutes to settle into the space. So bring your backside to your heels, let your feet relax, forehead to the mat. And allow your body to go soft. Let your body arrive in this space. Give yourself permission for this time to be with your breath and your body. So while you settle in, I will open my window and see if the birds can give us a nice background. Okay. Spread your fingers and rise up onto your hands and knees. And then walk your hands towards your knees. And bring your backside to your heels once again. Maybe even swing your legs round. We'll take a few moments seated. So you might like to stay in hero pose, which we would have been just a second ago. Or you can come to a comfortable seat. Do anything that feels good, just so that you can have an upright spine. So easy pose like this, or 1 foot on top. If you've got half lotus in your practice, that's great. If you haven't, don't bother before you're warmed up. Just stay comfortable. Either palms facing down or palms facing up. Shoulders up to your ears, draw them back and let them fall down. And lightly close your eyes. Drop your chin slightly and bring your awareness to your breath. As we go through today's session, you will hear noises from my home, around my home, and you may hear noises from your own home. You may notice distracting thoughts. Just see if you can notice the distractions and then let them pass. Allow your muscles to soften. Begin to be aware of your body in stillness. Be aware of the stillness around you. Keep taking your mind back to the awareness of stillness. So if you catch your mind wandering off, come back to noticing the stillness in your body and the stillness around you. with your next in-breath. Breathe in as fully as you can without forcing. And pause the breath and hold it for as long as is comfortable without strain. And when you're ready, if possible, breathing out through your nose as smoothly as you can and as completely as you can, again without any strain. And continue that 2 more times. After your next out breath, return to your natural breath. Bring your hands together, lace your fingers, open your eyes, and stretch your arms. Reach up to the ceiling like you've just woken up. A lovely big stretch. Nice big in-breath. And then as you exhale, allow your hands to separate gently and reach to the corners of your room. Bring your gaze back. Turn your palms up. Inhale, reach up, scooping up. This time as you exhale, bring your hands together at your heart, lengthen your spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms wide, fingertips spread. Inhale, scoop up. Your gaze meets your hands at the top. Exhale, your gaze following your thumbs. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, hands back to back, reaching your arms down. Final scoop up. Inhale. Now this time as you exhale, bring your left arm forward and your right arm back and turn to look over your right shoulder. Flex your wrists and just take them halfway. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, turn to the left, flex your wrists. So wrists about shoulder height. Inhale up. 2 more times. Exhale, twist just gently. Inhale. And release. Inhale up. Last round. And both hands up to the ceiling. Now we'll take a full spinal twist. So as you exhale, allow your fingertips to find the floor, as though there was a line that went all the way down the middle of you. Reach your right fingertips to the center line behind you, left in front. Inhale, make your spine long. And as you exhale, just turn from the head, the neck, and maybe the shoulders a little, turning to your right. Then staying in that spot, inhale to lengthen, and exhale to just refresh the twist. Notice any tension you're holding in your legs and see if you can soften them. And with your next in-breath, raise your arms. As you exhale, turn to the left. And float your hands down. Once again, right hand to the center line, left hand to the center behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn your head, your neck, and your shoulders. Inhale to lift. Exhale to turn. Your next in breath, bring both arms up. And then exhale, drop your hands down, hands on your knees. So if you're sitting cross-legged as I am, pop the other heel in front. If you're in a half lotus, the other heel on top, if that's comfortable for you. Or both legs stretched out at a sort of 45-degree angle maybe. Hands resting on your knees. Inhale, draw your chest forward and your elbows back. I will swivel to the side for the demo. So as you inhale, elbows back, chin and chest forward. Exhale, rolling onto your tail, draw the middle of your back, top of the back, backwards. Straighten your arms, suck your belly button to your spine, draw your chin to your chest. So inhale, arching your back, chin up, elbows back. Exhale, rounding your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. One more time, forward. Last time back. And then to a neutral spine. So I'll swivel around once again. Now, hands to your knees. Draw a circle with your breastbone. So you're drawing a circle in front of you. So as you inhale, reach forward. And as you exhale, contract. 3 times in each direction. You might have noticed a bit of a pattern of 3s today. And change the direction. Inhale forward. Last time. Brilliant. And come to a neutral spine. Lengthen for a moment. Drop your chin. Let your shoulders be soft and relaxed. Okay. Help your knees up. Slowly roll over so that you're on your hands and knees. If you need a cushion under your knees, I need to grab mine, and this is the time to grab it. Bring your knees under your hips and your hands forward about a hand's length. Then now drawing a circle with your shoulders 3 times in each direction. Make sure your fingertips and the knuckles of your hands, not the knuckles of your fingers, and the heel of your hands are pressing into the mat. So that looks almost like you're clawing at the mat. So this promotes strength in your wrists and your hands. Then we change the direction. The inhale is forward. My dog saying good morning. And then walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees together. Tuck your toes under. Extend your right leg and try and keep the leg roughly level with your hips. Then extend your left hand. Reach your hands and your heel in opposite directions. Take a nice big in-breath. And as you exhale, bring your elbow to your belly button, your nose to your knee. Inhale, lengthen. Now, if you're having a wobbly day, we'll do 5 of these. I suggest you keep both hands on the floor and just work the leg and bring your nose towards your knee. 2 more. Last time. Take a crunch. And then drop your hands and your knee. Sit back on your heels. Keep your toes tucked under if you can. And take a moment with your wrists, both directions. Spread your fingers, play the piano. Zombie hands. And reverse. And last time, down. And then back up. And come back onto your hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees together, toes tucked under. This time it's your right leg extended. No, it's not. It's your left leg extended. Thank you very much. And your right hand. And if I told you to do it this way last time, just swap round and don't mind me. Look towards your left thumb. Inhale, lengthen your extended arm and your heel. Then as you exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. 3 more. I think we might be nearly there. Let's take 1 more for good luck. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop your hand. Marvelous. Okay, walk your hands forward again, about a hand's length. Toes remain tucked under. Raise your hips up to the sky as high as they'll go. And then start to peel back towards the back of the mat. Draw your heels down as far as they'll go and begin to walk on the spot. Take this slower than you would like to. So we have a tendency to speed up. Just take it nice and slow so that you're giving the knuckles a chance, knuckles of your toes, a chance to settle into that. You're giving all the muscles of your foot and all the bones a chance to wake up. And then both heels still. Press the floor away. Tuck your tailbone under ever so slightly. Suck your belly button to your spine. Round your armpits or your shoulders. So shoulders spread, armpits towards each other. Really push the floor away. Now take your gaze to the space between your thumbs. Rise onto your toes and begin to walk forward. You can leave your cushion there if you've got one there. Take yourself to a soft forward bend at the top or nearly at the top of the mat. Knees bent, arms soft. Gaze towards your knees. Begin to straighten your legs just a smidge, just a teeny tiny bit. Let's see if I've angled my camera correctly. I might lose my head in a minute. Bend your knees. Swing your arms. Keep your back nice and flat. Inhale, rise up. Hands to the sky. How are we doing? Not terrible. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Good. So you can still see my head at least. Spread your toes and press them down. Draw your tail underneath your crown. Inhale, arms up. Hands towards the sky. And then exhale, draw your hands down the front of your face. Stick your back side out. Take a nice forward fold with a flat back to begin. Exhale forward. Bend your knees, flatten your back, swing your arms up again. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. This time, as you inhale, reach your fingertips up. And then just as we did earlier, as you exhale, try and keep your hips still. Flex at the wrists. Actually, this is extending at the wrists. And turn to look at your back hand, your right hand. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale. And so your wrists are roughly shoulder height and your hips are facing forward. Let's do 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale. Watch your hips, make sure they don't twist. The twisting is at the waist. This is very toning for the waist. Also very strengthening for your forearms, your shoulders, your wrists, and for your spine. We'll take this as the last go round. And then inhale, both hands up to the sky. Bend your knees, flatten your back, exhale. Drop your hands down towards the floor. Make a tent out of your fingertips. Take a big step back with your right foot and then drop your right knee. Keep the toes of your back foot tucked under if you can. Inhale, raise your hands up towards the ceiling for a half warrior. Tuck your tail underneath your crown, or rather, draw your tail down under the crown and raise your crown up to the sky. With your next out breath, opening out once again to the right. Inhale up, open out to the left. 2 more times. Try and keep your hips still. You'll know, because if you're not, because your knee will be moving a lot. So try and keep your knee and your left hip completely frozen. Last time. Both hands up to the ceiling as you inhale. Exhale, drop your hands down. Right hand is a fist underneath your right shoulder. Left hand, slide it all the way up your leg. Keep your hips as still as you can and reach up to the ceiling. Then float your hand down and dip it underneath the bridge of your left leg like you're dipping it into water. Inhale up for a twisting dragon. Exhale down. Once again, keep your hips still. Inhale up. Exhale, drop your hand down. Hands back into tent poles again. Back toes still turned under. Take your backside towards your back heel. Flex your front toes so that they're reaching towards the back of your head. Then inhale forward. And allow the back leg to possibly even slide back a little bit for a lizard pose. Crown to the ceiling, shoulders down and back. Inhale. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. One last time. Inhale forward. And back. And then returning to your supported half warrior. Palms to the mat, backside to the sky, left foot back into your downward facing dog once again. You can keep your cushion there, or you can slide it out of the way for this next bit. We will drop onto the knees, however. So come onto your knees, bring your backside to your heels, spread your fingers. And as you inhale, rise up. Shoulders over wrists, elbows towards your body. Arch your back, lower your thighs, hips, belly button and chest to the floor. Find out you don't headbutt things in front of your mat. Make sure your forehead just touches your mat. If it doesn't, slide yourself back a bit. Tuck your elbows in. Lift up through cobra. Push the floor away. Exhale, extended child's pose. 2 more of those. Inhale. Rise up like a wave. Exhale, lowering down. Forehead lightly touches the mat. Then inhale again, like the wave, returning to sea. And one last time. Inhale up. Lower down. Back up. Extended child's pose. And then slide your hands towards you and return to your hands and knees. Take your cushion back if you want it. Take your right foot forward. And then inhale, reach your hands up towards the ceiling once again, half warrior. Tail draws under crown. And with your next out breath, turning to the left. Extending your wrists. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale. 2 more. Both hands up. Inhale. Exhale, drop your hands. Make a fist of your left hand. Slide your right hand all the way up. And then exhale, float it down underneath your right leg. Inhale, slide it up. Last time. Keeping your hips still if you can. Drop your right hand down. Tent pole your hands. And then bring your backside to your heels. Flex your toes towards the back of your head. Contract. Inhale, lengthen. This really nice low lunge. Tall spine. Exhale, draw back. Inhale, last time forward. Exhale. And then return to your supported half warrior. Lift your back knee on your in-breath. Step it forward on your out-breath. Take the first two fingers, your thumbs, make like a link around your big toes if you can. Bend your knees as much as you need to do that. Let your elbows relax. Look towards your knees. Start to straighten your legs a little bit. So you've had a bit of a warm-up, but you don't need to expect yourself to go full speed here. Lift your chest away from your thighs, and as though you need to touch your lowest rib to your kneecap. So you reach up and away, and then draw it down. Look at the space between your knees. Once again, it's fine to have slightly bent knees here, or very bent knees. Now bend your knees completely, release your hands. Draw your tailbone down a bit and swing your arms up, come to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, arms by your sides, just like we did in the beginning. Inhale, reach up. I've got a wall next to me, so it's slightly interfering. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. And exhale. Last time, hands up. This time, exhale, forward fold. Tempo your hands. Big step back with your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, reaching your arms down. Inhale up. Hands to your heart with the out breath. Two more. Lovely long deep breaths. See how deep you can get your breath to be as you do these. This is breathing practice. Last time. Hands to your center line. Now this time I'd like you to turn to the right. You can even bring your thumbs to your right armpit if you like. And reach your left elbow towards the right knee. Now if possible, even hook it over the top. So your thumbs are where your armpits are, which is not much of a twist at this point. So what I'd like you to do is to press your right hand into the left so that your chest starts to open. Then look towards your right shoulder or elbow. Now at this point you might be thinking all about your upper body and balancing. I'd like you to notice your core. Squeeze your belly button to your spine. Squeeze your glutes together. Now, if you can even spread the wings. So you bring your left hand to the floor outside your right foot and your right hand to the ceiling, spreading your fingers. Some of you who are flexible will be able to take your right hand behind you and your left hand underneath to make a bind. Now, gently release. Bring both hands to the floor. Lift your back knee. Step back into a high plank. So hips and shoulders roughly even, belly button to spine.
Then lift your hips, draw your heels to the back of the mat. On your next out breath, drop your knees, back side to heels. Keep your toes tucked under. Walk your hands away. Inhale, just as we did before, like a wave, rise up. Exhale, crashing to shore, laughing at the shore maybe, forehead to the mat. Keep your elbows tucked in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale back. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. And again. Take it slowly, see if you can feel the vertebra and the individual movement on each vertebra. Last time. And rise up onto your hands and knees. Maybe slide your hands forward a bit. Take your left foot this time forward. Knee over ankle. And it's really okay if your back knee is more underneath your back hip. That's fine. Or your hips. And raise your arms up. Keep your back toe tucked under. Nice big in-breath. As you exhale, drop your hands down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And again. Release. One last time. So you're aiming to make your breath as smooth and even and as full as you can. Hands to your heart. The tendency with this spinal twist is to lift the hip of the bent knee and draw your knee back to make a twist. But all that's succeeding in doing is moving your hip and your knee joint. So keep your thumbs at your center and turn just a little bit, just enough that you can, or you're just turning without moving your leg. And today, I'd like you to take your thumbs to your armpits. I don't always ask for that, but today I will. Reach forward and try and keep your left leg still. Either bring your elbow inside the knee or over the top. Then press that top hand down. So you can have a flat palm or you can make a fist. It makes no odds. As long as you are just taking a little bit of movement in the upper back without forcing it. The aim is to get the thumbs towards the center of the chest, but when you start from this point, I don't want you to strain. Looking over your left shoulder towards either the shoulder or the elbow. And check your hips. Draw the left hip back and the right hip forward. Once again, you can open this pose out, so you're either reaching for the floor and the ceiling, or you're taking the bind. So you tuck your right hand underneath. Take hold of your fingertips or your wrist. And very slowly release. Both hands to the floor. Lift your back knee. Step your right foot forward. You're probably feeling it right now on your sit bones and your glutes. I am. Soft forward fold. Bend your knees. This time, Padastasana. So the whole hand underneath the foot as far as it'll go. So not just the fingertips, but you're aiming to get it all the way. Same with both hands. You can have your knees as bent as you want for this. A little wiggle at the wrists with your toes. Did you hear that crunch? It didn't hurt, it just surprised me. Now, if it feels okay, you can start to straighten your legs. Look towards your knees. And then release your hands.
for chair pose. That is your favorite. I know it's my favorite too. Big toes together, heels a little bit separate. Drop your backside. Draw your spine under, just a little, your tail under just a little bit. And then swing your arms up either side of your head. Suck your belly button in, tail down, and lean into your heels. Keep your toes on the mat. Whew. 2 more breaths. And bring your hands to your heart. Okay, that's the last time I'll make you do that, I promise. Give your legs a little shake. We don't need the cushion now, so you can move that to one side. Take a little breath. Okie dokie. More with the warriors. Bring your hands to your heart. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, palms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Fingertips to the mat. Take a big step back with your right foot. Drop your right heel, so your foot's at an angle. Walk your left foot to the left. Press right down into the back foot. Swing your arms up for warrior one. Once again, belly button to spine. Glutes squeeze together, tail draws under, shoulders soft. Gazing straight ahead. Now you can, if you like, open this out to make it more of an open pose by separating your arms like you're a wine glass and lifting your chest up and your chin up slightly. And just a little bit. Be careful not to allow the lower back to arch too much here. This is an upper back bend, so keep the tail drawn under. Now with your in-breath, bring your hands together. Exhale, hands to your heart and follow your thumbs with your gaze. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, open as much as you'd like or as little as you'd like. Inhale, arms together. Exhale, hands to your heart. And last time, inhale up. Exhale, open. Inhale. Hands to your heart. Drop your fingertips to the mat. And jump or hop that back foot so that the toes are facing forward now. Ready for a high plank. Stepping back. Bring your feet together and roll onto one side. Now it's up to you whether you roll and have one foot in front of the other, one foot a little bit more in front of the other, or both feet together. So this is the strongest. This is the gentlest. Whatever you choose, keep your hips nice and high. Take one more lovely big breath. Lift your hips. And then float your left hand down. Pivot. Drop your knees. Backside to heels. Okay, what we do next is entirely up to you. We have taken some lovely big waves forward and backwards. All the way down and then back up. So you can feel free to stick with that. It's nice and gentle. Or you can walk your fingertips forward, press your hands down for striking cobra, one of my favorites. To do this then, allow your elbows to gently find the floor as you bring your shoulders forward. Keep your nose nice and low, your forearms parallel. And there'll come a point when you need to take your weight into your hands. It's when your shoulders get roughly level with your hands. So just transfer the weight to your hands, keep your nose low, and take your chest forward and into your cobra. So get out of this, drop back down, lift up gently, and exhale, return. So it's really quite similar, but this is more of a strong pose. So 2 more of your preferred cobra sequence. And we will all meet in extended child's pose. Inhale, spread your fingertips, rise up onto your hands and knees. Curl your toes under, axe side up, heels to the back of the mat for downward facing dog. Raise your right leg, bend the knee, and swing the foot forward outside the right hand. Feel free to help it there with your right hand. Place your left foot on the mat, outside edge of the back foot, pressing down. Inhale, reach up to warrior one. Draw your tail under, gazing straight ahead. Take a nice big in-breath. Exhale, open your heart, only as much as you feel full. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Last time. Exhale, drop your hands to the mat. Walk your right foot to the center a little bit more and step forward with your back foot. Bend your knees. Sweep your arms. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Take your right foot back and drop the knee. And your left foot. Back side to your heels. And swing your feet round. Shuffle your toes to the top of the mat. And roll all the way back. Bring your knees towards your chest. Squeeze your shins. And then extend your left leg. And take your right knee over to the left. And just let your right hand lazily flop out to the right. Take your gaze to the right. Allow your breath to settle. Roll onto your back. Squeeze your shin once again. And set your foot down. Same on the other side. Left knee towards your chest. Squeeze. And using your right hand, help the knee over. Extend your left arm. Go floppy. This should not bother your lower back. If it does, you might just be taking it too deep. Ease out of it. Roll onto your back. Squeeze your shin. And bring your right knee to join. Hands on your knees. Draw a circle in the sky. This is a lovely massage for your backside and the lower back. Take it in the opposite direction. And then bring your feet to the floor. Extend your legs and make sure you're completely on your mat. Let your legs relax. Just notice how your body is settling into the mat. If you've any discomfort in your low back, or there's a big gap between your low back and the mat, so this little gap's normal, but if it feels like it's really quite a big gap, bend your knees. Lift your backside and reach your tail towards the backs of your knees and drop it down. And from there, you can either straighten out your legs or shuffle your feet the width of the mat and let your knees drop in towards each other. I'd like you to take one hand to your chest, one hand to your abdomen. Let your shoulders soften and your elbows find the floor. Eyes lightly closed. Lift your head slightly, tuck your chin towards your chest and lower your head once again. And begin to bring your awareness inside, just like we did at the start. And just notice. Notice the stillness in your body.
Soften your muscles. Notice the stillness around you. If you have an affirmation you like to use, you could call that to mind. Or you could say to yourself, everything is as it should be. Take a nice big whole body stretch. Big breath. And then roll over onto one side and help yourself up from there. Just drop your chin for a second more. Lengthen your spine, but your chin is dropped. Either both hands at your heart or both hands together in prayer. Say to yourself, may I be safe, may I be well, may I be peaceful and at ease. May we be safe, may we be well, may we be peaceful and at ease. May all beings be safe, may they be well, may they be peaceful and at ease. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I understand this video will be available for you to watch at any point, so please come back and watch it anytime you like. Hope to see you on the mat again very soon.